After 24 days, we've made it to the rock. So we're pleased with that timing. We've seen a lot in 24 days. And
We sure have.
And we're going to be slowing her right down right now for the next, month really. So we're going to be holding up in places for 2-3 days at a time and going from there. Welcome to day 25. Okay, so this is our first, we got to Newfoundland yesterday morning.
And it was cold.
It was cold. It was cold last night. It was 4 degrees when we went to bed.
Windy, rainy.
But today's a beautiful day, and we're at I don't even know how to say it, but bear with me while I try here. Lanceau Meadows. So where we are right now, on this very northern tip of Newfoundland, is where Vikings first set foot in North America. According to what we read. So anyways, we are at National Historic Site, and we're going to go in and see what we can see. We'll do some pictures and footage, show you after. And one note, these national park, we bought an annual national park pass when we were way back in Jasper. I think it was like $150. It's good for a year. It's good for any national park in Canada, which we've already been through a few of them, and we'll be going through quite a bit more. But the good news is these things also cover admission for these historic sites. So there's a whole display and stuff going on. So once again, my vision, Judy's vision to buy an annual pass, paid off. Paying off, not paid off, it's paying off. All right, we'll see you later.
See you later.
Day 26. Good morning. 9:30 in the morning. We're just pulling out of that camp spot that you've just finished watching. Unbelievable spot. I've been up since 6 for a lure trip over here. What time do you get up, Jude?
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. You know, talk about sleeping the holiday away.
Hey!
Ow! Doesn't matter though. I edited for 3 hours while she was sleeping. Worked out well. So anyways, we're heading to the south, to the Twillingate area, or that big set of bays just north of it. Bay de Verte, and I have no idea what's there. We used to have a lot of overlander spots on the coast there, so it's got to be cool if people are going there. So that's what we're doing. Another thing I need to mention is I've showed you a couple maps of this northern peninsula we're on. I mean, we're driving down the coastline the whole way. And when I say on the coast, I mean we're right on the coast. We have a water view. What, Jude? 90% of the time?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, just beautiful, rustic Atlantic coast. You know, it gets me to thinking about BC. I mean, in BC, you really don't have a lot of opportunity to drive along the coast. I mean, you could drive along White Rock Beach. That's along the coast. You know, a little bit of
Vancouver Island.
a little bit around, you know, Point Grey, out that area. The coast, you know, as you're driving up to Squamish, you're driving up Howe Sound. But, you know, not Vancouver Island, of course, you're driving down the coast, but, you know, there's not a lot of opportunity to see the coastline in BC, whereas in Newfoundland here, it's the complete opposite. It's just unbelievable. You're just on the coast for hours, for days, for weeks. It's wild. All right, we're heading south, east. We'll see you along the way. Day 27.
Wow, day 27.
What a wonderful day it was yesterday. We, as you know, we were at Lansa Meadows and then St. Anthony. Now we're making our way over to the other coast, which in total is about a 6-hour drive. I know we keep telling you we're going to slow down, but once we get to Twillingate today, we really are going to slow down. We plan on spending 3 to 5 days in Twillingate. It's one of our highlights on our list of things to do. Judy, what's the weather today?
Absolutely beautiful. 24 degrees and sunny.
Yeah, it's probably the warmest day we've had in a while anyways here in the Maritimes. So as you probably noticed, I've been doing some film editing in the morning time. And the reason why that is, well, have you guys ever tried to awaken a sleeping dragon before?
Hey! Oh, 8 o'clock? I got up at 8 o'clock. That's early enough.
I try to get her up so she doesn't sleep away the holiday, and even opened up the very back doors this morning and gave her little tiny butterfly kisses on the forehead to try to wake her up. Very soft and gentle and romantic. Ow! That's what came out of her lordship's head.
I wake up and I like to lounge around for at least 20 minutes.
So anyways, it works out well. I can get up earlier than her. I can get the film editing done, which is a nice time of the morning to do it. Drink my coffee, stuff like that. So let's stay tuned for what happens later on today. It should be a fun day. Until then. Day what today? Day 28?
I think so, yeah.
Twillingate. It's our first morning here. You guys have seen footage already of the campsite. Well, we're about to go do some more stairs. Judy's insisting, aren't you?
Yeah, right.
So you got some cool views up there. There's a giant iceberg out in the bay here, like giant. It was the size of Greenland at one time, but it's shrunken now. But let's see if we can't get a peek of it up there. How you doing there, Chief? How the legs holding up?
Good.
All right, we'll see you up there.